Hello, can you hear me? I cannot hear you. Hello, can you hear me?
Hi,
Hi, can you hear me?
yes, I can. Moa is
Okay, good.
probably having a glitch with her network. She would be joining back.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me, please? Okay. So thank you all for joining. Thank you so much for joining in. My name is Moa Oweye, and I'm an international student recruitment advisor for PAVE HQ Limited. So first off, let me just speak very briefly about PAVE HQ. So PAVE HQ is basically an ecosystem that allows students from all over the world have access to various institutions. So we have a platform that allows you to apply to any of your schools of choice. We allow a seamless process from admission stage to visa stage, then to the final destination, that is to study. So I really appreciate everyone for joining in. And just so that we can begin very quickly, I would just like to introduce our guests. So I would like to introduce Yo Piolos, the international manager for Lincoln University. Thank you so much for joining in. So I think I will just give you the floor so that you can just maybe speak about it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Moa. Thank you everyone for joining in today. Today we will talking about Lincoln University, New Zealand. So please allow me to present. I will share my screen and just let me know if you can see my screen. Let's hope everything will work. So I go share. Can you please leave your thumb up if you can see my screen? Okay, thank you, Moa. Okay, right. So this is Lincoln University. In New Zealand, we are very special country because it's the country we only have 8 university in total, and all the 8 university belong to the government. We don't have any private university at all, and Lincoln University is one of them. Um, at Lincoln, we really believe that everybody is a seed and in the right condition, such as at Lincoln University, we will be able to help you to grow at your very best. We will bring in everything to make sure that you reach your maximum capacity. So at Lincoln, we make sure that everyone who's come and study at Lincoln will get the best benefit in the life. This is our historical building, and at the moment, this is served at Lincoln University as the main library. So this is the Ivy Hall Library. When we first started Lincoln University, 85 approximately years ago, this was the very first building that we used as our university building. At the moment, it is the main library and it's open 24/7. So if you live on campus or live near the university and you feel like you want to come to study or you want to write your thesis or do your research at 2 a.m. in the morning, you can actually come because we open for you 24/7. So why Lincoln University? We are really special and we believe that we have a lot to offer to you. First of all, we are the smallest university when it's come to the number of students. So we only have, at this year, we have 4,500 students in total, and 65 to 70% of them are New Zealanders. So we only have approximately 25 to 30% international students. Even though we only have small number of students, but in terms of the premises, in terms of the space, we really huge, we gigantic. We are 58 hectare piece of land. So that means we have space for everybody to grow and having fun and relax and do your study. So on this slide, as you see now in front of you, you will see that everybody walking and like having a good time. And I want to point to you, this is how we dress normally in the university atmosphere, and that's also showing you that in Lincoln University, which we located in Christchurch, we are not that cold. So the temperature is about right for you to have your education. So everybody dress casually like that. In summer, sometimes the temperature raise up to 25 degrees Celsius. In winter, normally it's about 12 or 14 degrees Celsius. So it's really, really good, really mild climate for you to come and study. And this is the scene from our library, which is really high tech. We open 24/7, as I mentioned already. You will be able to download Lincoln application on your phone, and you will be able to print your document any printers in the library using just one touch of your apps. That is really, really useful. Also at Lincoln University, your tuition fee cover the gym service for the whole year. So because we believe that when you study hard, you also need to work hard and play hard. So your tuition fee and your student service fee also cover the gym pass for the whole year. So just to make sure that you not just study, but you also enjoy to work out and make sure that you have good health when you study at Lincoln. Not only that, we also have a very good student community. So we have good number of parties and club and also activity for the young student and for the adult students. So we have variety of activity for you. Everything is there for you to make sure that you enjoy study, but also you have a very good social life. So this is normal everyday kind of scenery at Lincoln University. As you can see, everybody is so happy. At Lincoln, because we are small, so we make sure that all student and professor have one-on-one personality relationship. That is really important because when it's come to study overseas, it's not just study, but it's also your experience overseas. And we think that is what will last with you for a longer time, not just your knowledge, but also how you feel when you are actually in Lincoln. So we make sure that you get a very good experience when you come to study with us. So all the doors of professor office and also services office at Lincoln always open for students. Christchurch is located in South Island. We are the second largest city in New Zealand. We are the largest city in South Island, of course. South Island in the area of Lincoln is flatland. We call it Canterbury region. And Canterbury region is one of the most beautiful region in New Zealand. We have snow and also mountain range on the east, on the western part, but we also have a really good beaches on the eastern part. So you get the best of both worlds. From Lincoln, it's only 20 minutes to International Airport. And again, it's about 1 hour to the ski field, and it's 1 hour to the beaches. So it is really, really convenient. We make sure that everybody happy, and we are having some numbers to ensure that we are one of the best university that you should consider when it comes to study in New Zealand. The first number is we are 90% successful rate when it's come to course completion. At the moment, we rank number 18 in the world, top 18 in the world under small university category. We also top 400 for the world QS ranking, and we are number 1 for research revenues per academic staff in New Zealand. And because Lincoln, we focus strongly on environmental, sustainability, tourism, and of course, agribusiness. So we are the only one in New Zealand that have been awarded by UI Green Merit World University. And at the moment, we are top 100 for the agricultural-based university. And of course, when everybody graduate from your either bachelor program or master program or PhD, you want to get a job. And this is the figure that can ensure you. Among the 8 universities in New Zealand, we are 6% higher when graduate have got employment. So you can be sure that after you complete your education at Lincoln, you have 6% higher chance than the other university in New Zealand in order to get a job. And we also have accommodation on campus. We have self-cater hall and also full cater hall. Everything's so convenient. Everything's just in the university itself. We only have 3 faculty. The first one is everything to do with business and commerce. That is agribusiness and commerce faculty. And that's include management, finance, accounting, business, supply chain management, trading, marketing, economics. And then second one is the agriculture and life science. This one is everything to do with soil, land, wine, food, conservation. And the last one is the environmental society and design faculty. This one, we have wonderful program for tourism, sport, and society. We also have really good program for environmental management. And we are number 1 in New Zealand for the School of Landscape Architecture. So basically, we have everything for you. Start from business. We are the longest running university for tourism program in the South Island. And this year we have changed our program name from Bachelor in Tourism Management to Bachelor in Sustainable Tourism. That's how important it is for us when it comes to environmental and sustainability. We also very good for agricultural, horticultural, and viticultural. We also one of the best one for the environmental and environment at the moment. If you graduate in this field and you want to apply to become New Zealand citizenship, you will get extra points through your PR application. So if you are interested in environment, please consider Lincoln. We also have food, wine, and beer making. We have our own vineyard. And as I mentioned already, we are number 1 for the School of Landscape Architecture. Science, we also very good, but our science based on natural resources science, for example, water, air, land, soils. Food innovation is one of the best program for Lincoln University when it comes to science. And last but not least, we have sport and recreation. This is really special. Students can put together recreation with the business, and then they will have a very good knowledge in terms of bringing sport and recreation into business world. I will leave this slide with John, and John will be able to pass this on to Moa. And if anyone would like to have this copy or more information, including the tuition fee of the program at Lincoln University, you will be able to obtain that from Moa and John. At Lincoln, we also have our own English language department. So if you don't have IELTS or if you not too sure whether you will be able to cope with New Zealand accents, you can come to do English language at Lincoln first before you progressing on to bachelor, master, or PhD. At the moment, we have many scholarship to offer to you. First of all, we have 3 months English scholarship. You can come and do English with us in order to adjust and get used to New Zealand accent before you going on to bachelor or master. We also have undergrad program scholarship start from 2,500 New Zealand dollars up to 10,000 New Zealand dollar. That is for undergrad program. For the master program, we also have scholarship for those who have B plus GPA from your final years of bachelor, and the scholarship worth 10,000 New Zealand dollar for any program that's related to business. And also we have 7,000 New Zealand dollar scholarship for any program that's related to science. For PhD, at the moment, it's the New Zealand government policy to give away scholarship to everyone. The scholarship is for everyone who are international students but will be able to come to New Zealand and study PhD using domestic student fee. And while you study PhD, you can also bring your spouse, and your spouse will be able to get a work visa and work full time. And your children will be able to come to New Zealand school for free. So if you are interested in PhD, also this is one of the good destination for you. Before I open the floor to any questions, I'm very happy to share with you one of the very good philosophy of Lincoln University. We want to make sure that even though we are the smallest, but we are very big in terms of the advantage. So we want to create a good atmosphere for you to come and have a good life, good study, and that will lead you to a very good employment in the future, either in New Zealand or back home in your country. For New Zealand policy at the moment, if you graduate from bachelor degree, you will be able to have 3 years open work visa to stay on in New Zealand to look for job. And after you get a job, you will be able to apply for New Zealand citizenship. As well as if you complete master degree, you will get 3 years open work visa as well. That is one of the very friendly immigration policy in the world at the moment. So this is the QR code that you can scan to get our full version prospectus. If you keen to have a copy of that, you can save this slide or you can scan at right moment. You will be able to have access to the prospectus of our Lincoln University. And before that, I'm just going to show you, we have a good student from Nigeria who's now study PhD with us, and he has been really kind to record himself in a video format. I will show the video with you. So just give me a moment to bring him up on the screen.
I'm so glad to have traveled miles away from home to get my expectations met through an enriching, versatile academic and professional environment. In Lincoln University, I've so far identified myself to overcome all my limitations in establishing a bright future through the support of ever-reaching course lecturers, advisors, librarians, library assistants, colleagues, and community from all over the world. I'm on the verge of not only contributing towards African development, but the world development at large. Lincoln University is situated in the heart of New Zealand agribusiness, with a myriad of activities ranging from cattle farming, dairy farming, goat, sheep farming, fruits and vegetable production and distribution. It's a great place to kickstart your career and explore all these agribusiness activities, as well as other economic activities that are so relevant to the 21st century. The environment on campus is so friendly, family friendly, with access to healthcare services, with access to childcare services, good coffee shops, good rest areas, clean resting areas. The campus is not far from large shopping centers. It has a good transport services that leads you to these areas. It's a great environment, and I so far enjoyed being here. I've made friendship, that I'm sure will last for eternity. I urge you to come to Lincoln and grow. Lincoln is a place of growth. All the
Okay, so that was all from me in terms of the presentation.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. So we have a couple of questions that I'll just maybe be reading out to you so that maybe you can just answer them on behalf of the students, if that's fine. So the first question, someone is asking that what are the course options for courses for people intending to study any IT related course? So programs like software engineering and AI, if there are any programs like that available.
Uh, at Lincoln, we don't have engineering faculty, so we don't have anything related to engineer directly, but we have one thing that all the engineer or people who have engineering background can come and study. It's called precisioning agriculture. And that's when you put together the engineer IT and also agriculture together. This one you will see people who using drone to make sure that all the crop in the field are well looked after and they are using high technology. And if you are coming from engineering background, we happy to take you. So it's not the engineering program directly, but we put engineering, agribusiness, and also IT together.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. I'll still get to those that are raising up their hands. I just want to finish the questions in the chat box. So the second question is, can a person with a bachelor's graduate from the UK with over 12 years experience be admitted to your PhD program directly? That's
Uh,
PhD research program directly.
Okay, PhD at Lincoln University and also PhD everywhere in New Zealand. We are 100% research. So that means you need to have a research background. It's not about your experience, but it's about your research background. Um, I need to make sure that when you complete your master degree, you need to have research component in your degree. And we are talking about 60 credits minimum for the research background for master degree in order to be accepted for the PhD.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
experience will be good, but it's important, more important that you have the research background, please.
Okay. So for the last question in chat box before we go to people raising their hands, she's asking that are there any PhD programs related to business? Because she has an MBA and she wants to delve into a PhD in business.
Yep, we have a very good program in business, including bachelor, master, and PhD. And our PhD in business, you can choose to do any topics. For example, finance, microeconomics, or marketing. We have many scholarship from New Zealand government who come to do PhD in business at our university. Many of them are doing marketing or fintech is one of the area that is very popular. Fintech is the one area that you do all the finance via technology, like you do cryptocurrency, you do big data. That's also one of the strong area at Lincoln. And at the moment, we have many students come to do PhD on that topic.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So let's move on to the people raising their hands. So Vera Daniel, so I'll allow you to speak now so you can ask your question. Hello, Vera, you can speak now.
Yes, hi. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, can.
Okay, great. My question is, I don't know if I got you right. So, you don't have like any health program relating to nursing?
No, we don't have anything to do with medicine, health science, nursing. We don't have anything related to that. Sorry. There are only two universities in New Zealand that deliver health related program. First one is the University of Auckland. Second one is Otago University. There are only two, and they are international quota. So the other word that I would say is quite competitive. Yeah.
Okay, what's the second one? I didn't get the second one.
Otago University. Otago. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Vera.
Okay, so thank you, Vera. So for the next person, that's Akin Oyelakin. Okay, let me just let you speak. So you have the floor.
Thank you very much. My name
Hi,
is Akin.
Akin.
Good day, ma'am. Thank you very
How,
much for your presentation.
yeah, how can I help you?
Yes, I have a few questions. I'm very interested in your institution, but I want to ask about this English language scholarship. How can one benefit from it? I don't know if I have a couple of questions. I don't know if I should ask them together or I should ask them one after the other.
You want to go with your questions and then I answer all of them together.
Thank you. The other one is, do you accept HND for your program, for your postgraduate program, most especially for masters? And is there an application fee, and is it waived, most especially for those of us attending this session? Now, the PhD program in environmental management is it let me ask it this way, are people from science background are acceptable for or eligible for PhD in the field of environmental management? Thank you, that's it for now.
Okay, right. So first of all, everybody have access to English language scholarship. It's a rebate scholarship. Okay, so that's mean once you go and study, you must pay the tuition fee first. You will get a rebate back into your account once you move on to any academic program at Lincoln. So if you only come to study English and then you go home, no, you won't get anything. But if you come to study English and then you move on to either bachelor or master or PhD, you will get 3 months tuition fee equivalent dollars to credit back to your account, and then you can withdraw that out cash, or you can use that toward your next program tuition fee. So that is the rebate scholarship. Everybody have access to that. Only you need to continue on to the second program at Lincoln. Okay. For PhD, it's a research PhD. That means you need to have your background strongly and clearly in the field, that you want to study. So if you have different background, but you want to pursue PhD in a new field, the professor, of course, will ask you what will be the proof that you will be able to provide to the university that you have strong academic background in the field that you're going on to do a research. So I recommend you to put together the research thesis topic proposal that include literacy review, abstract, and also the brief of your topics in terms of your research and thesis. And then you send that through with the application. There is no application fee. Your proposal must be strong. If it doesn't strong enough, no professor will pick up, and then there will be no acceptance from Lincoln University. I guess I have answered everything. No application fee.
All right. Thank you. It remains one, ma'am. The HND, do you accept HND for master's program?
HND is equivalent to bachelor, right?
Yes.
I think that might need to go to admission team. Because there's no application fee, you might want to put that forward as the official application first, because I'm not from the admission team. I need to see your transcript, sir. I don't want to kill myself here by committed to this, and then if you didn't get any offer, it could be scary. So I need to see your transcript, sir.
All right. All right. Now, for the PhD, do I have to secure a supervisor? Or do I need to secure a
First,
supervisor?
please. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and this probably the answer may be also helpful to everybody who participating in this webinar. On Lincoln website, there is a link to available supervisor and professor. If you use the search box and say available advisor and supervisor, you will be able to have that list. Please check that list if you're keen on Lincoln PhD program. Make sure that you match your thesis proposal, or you go and look for the best matches professor that you could do, because that would be the only way to secure your place at Lincoln University for PhD program. If you have no professor accepting you, there's no way that university will accept you as student.
All right. All right. For the English scholarship, how much is the tuition fee for the English
It's
program?
equivalent to the scholarship equivalent to 3 months, and 3 months is equivalent to 5,400 New Zealand dollars approximately.
5,400. Okay. Okay. But like you said during your talk, the PhD is totally on scholarship. Every
Yeah,
PhD.
the scholarship is domestic fee scholarship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Meaning
So
a foreign student will have to pay the domestic charges.
if you are international student, you still can pay, but you will just pay domestic fee, which is approximately 7,000 New Zealand dollar a year.
Okay. 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 All right. It means it's not fully funded. In
No,
that case.
no. We have about 5 places of fully funded PhD scholarship, and that include living cost, living allowance. But as I mentioned, it's only 5 places, so it's really competitive. You need to make sure that your proposal is very strong, and you should have the same field of knowledge, because it's only 5 places around the world.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'm just gonna drop in the chat box now the link to available professor, so everybody will have access to that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So I don't know, does anyone else have any question? Okay, Okay, so Lucky, I'll just allow you to speak now. Oh, sorry. No. Okay, this is wrong. Sorry, just give me a moment.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, can. Hi, Lucky. How can I help you?
Hello, good evening. I have my BSc, but I have that in 2010, and this is 2024. So that's 14 years. Can I still be accepted for
There's
a
no.
master program?
Okay. Is that the end of your question?
That's one. Then secondly, does it allow me to move with my family? And if yes, for the English parts, because Nigeria is a part of an English nation, so I don't know if that English option can be waived. So I just want those are my three questions.
Okay. There's no age limit at the university, but if you have left education for some years already, you must have a very good reason why you want to come back to education. That is only for your visa, Lucky. For university-wise, we accept everyone. But for visa and immigration, you must be able to certify immigration why you decided to come back to education now. For master program student, spouse can apply for full-time work visa. Children under 18 can come with the spouse and study in New Zealand primary school, intermediate school for almost free because they will pay domestic price, and domestic price is approximately 100 or 200 New Zealand dollar per semester, so it's almost free. Yeah, that's up to you to make sure that you have certified immigration and visa application. But for the university, we're happy to take you. There's no age limit at all. For English language test wave, it is possible. But again, if you have left education for some time, it is quite useful to have IELTS test result when you apply for student visa because it will show that you are consider your study seriously. So I would recommend you to at least go and take IELTS. You will be able to present the test result with your student visa.
Okay. If outside the IELTS, do you accept PTE
Yeah,
and
PTE
Duolingo?
possible. PTE, TOEFL, IELTS possible. But we
What
don't
about Duolingo?
accept Duolingo, not
Okay.
Duolingo.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I don't think. Please, if you have other questions, because I'm seeing some repeated questions. So she said that there are no IT related programs like available. That's for Olu Abolade. Okay, so like you said, there's no age limit for the bachelor's program. I'll just like to confirm that.
No age limit.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, one more question. I don't know if I missed that as well. Concerning the admission stage, would they be required to show maybe proof of funds before they move on to the visa stage?
Can you say that again? Moba? I lost you just for the
So
last
as
second.
part of the Okay, so as part of the maybe admission requirements, I'll just like to confirm that it's just maybe education, would I say education documents that will be required to apply first off. So they would now be required to maybe wait until visa stage to show things like proof of funds thereabout. I'm just trying to confirm that for some students.
They need to have the offer of a place. So
Okay.
in order to get the offer of a place, of course, all the education document need to go to admission together with the application form. And your educational document need to be verified.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Aki said he wants to ask another question, so I'll just allow him to speak.
Okay.
So you can speak now.
Thank you very much for the time granted. Please, unfortunately, I had network issues while the previous guy asked his own question. I want to know, is Nigerians not allowed to come in without English language requirement? Because we studied in English here in Nigeria.
It is, you can be waived for the admission, but for immigration, that's another story. To have IELTS test result, it will be beneficial to your student visa. So that's two separate things, I can.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, thank you. Then the proof of fund, is there a particular amount one needs to have as a proof of fund?
Can you say that again?
Now, for the immigration you just mentioned, it
Mm.
came to my mind that there is going to be a requirement for proof of fund. And I
Yes,
want to
and
know,
I'm not here to discuss immigration wise. Unfortunately, I would need to pass this on to our educational agents in your regions because yeah, I'm not be able to discuss with you regarding immigration. But we do need to have the proof of fund.
okay. Now, if a person is coming for the English language first, like we discussed earlier, will the person need to apply for 3 months visa or for the duration of the main program?
I guess that again, the question regarding immigration. So I might need to pass to Joel here. But in general, student visa will cover the duration that your tuition fee has been paid.
Mm, mm. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think John is
Yes.
here.
Thank you.
I see him in the chat box. Am I correct?
No, someone
Oh
just
no,
mentioned his
okay,
name.
right,
I don't think he's
okay,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so please, just generally speaking, please, anything regarding maybe visa processing and thereabouts, please reach out to PAVE HQ. We'll just put you
Yes.
through on that. So I sent a link. So that's the link to our website and a phone number to either call or speak to on WhatsApp so that we'll attend to you. So anything about immigration thereabout, please ask us. Or anything about study and like basically what she's talking about, then you can ask her, please. Then Yetunde Adelodun wants to speak, so I'll just allow her to speak now. Okay, so you have the floor.
Please, I joined the meeting very late, so I didn't
Oh,
get the
you very hard to hear.
Hello?
You
Sorry, I
really,
think you're a bit low, Yetunde.
Okay, hello, can you hear me?
It's
Hello?
very faint. Okay, it's better now.
Yes. Yes, I joined the meeting very late, so I don't know if we have discussed the courses we have, and I just want to ask, maybe we have IT related courses, and just like someone mentioned earlier, I think they said there is no even if you have a study gap, you are still going to accept that student. So I want to know if
I
we have the
hardly,
IT related courses.
yeah, I hardly hear you, but let me try my best. We have the Master of Applied Computing. That is the IT program that we have. And Master of Applied Computing only take 1.5 years to complete. We accept students from any disciplinary line. So you could have education background, arts background, engineering background, business background. We take them all. And it's the Master of Applied Computing. After you finish this program, you will be able to write code, do the coding, and understand all the software system. So this is the IT program that we have.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Yetunde. So, okay, so I think everyone else should maybe type all their questions just so that there's more time to answer as many as we can. So, like she said, because I'm still seeing the business, the IT question. So there's a master's in computing thereabout. So if you are still confused, please reach out to PAVE HQ. I've sent the link in the chat box. Yes, so I'm just trying to see if anybody else has any other question. So for cost of programs, please visit www.pavehq.com so that you can see the exact cost, because Lincoln University is on our platform. So let me just type it again. So I don't know if there are any other questions, please. .com. Is there any other question? Okay. So I think in the absence of any questions, yes, so like you said, like she said, so we have the slides, so we can also share it with you as well. Thank you so much for your assistance today. We really appreciate you. Thank you for all the insights as well. I think that with your explanations, a lot of us were able to understand things a lot better. So for any programs of your interest or choice, please visit www.pavehq.com. Our counselors will respond to you. Okay, I think there's a question now. Sorry, just give me a moment. Okay, so I think John is going to join in a bit. I just got a message, so I think we'll just wait for him. So in the meantime, you can still ask more questions, please.
Maybe this is a good opportunity that I bring this slide up. This is the QR code scan that you will have access to the full prospectus. And at the back of the prospectus, there is a list of all the programs available at Lincoln University together with the list of tuition fee.
Okay, thank you. I think they will all note that. So let me just keep dropping the links in the chat box so that they can also see it. For English, so yes, she said that is English proficiency acceptable instead of TOEFL or IELTS? Okay, so they are asking that instead of writing TOEFL or IELTS on maybe PTE, that can their school maybe write a letter of English proficiency, and they present it for admissions consideration.
So we can accept IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, and also Cambridge exam, but we don't accept Duolingo.
Okay, so the other question actually is what if your school, let's say I finished the bachelor's degree and my university decides to write me maybe an English proficiency letter just stating that, oh, I have been taught in English language thereabout, so I am fully equipped to understand English. Would it be accepted for the admission?
Normally that letter would require to make sure that on the letter it say English as the medium of instruction. And also that question is actually for admission. So in general, I would say yes, but it would need to be confirmed once you make the official application to Lincoln.
Okay.
I think John is here.
Okay, so John is here. Yeah.
Yeah, hi everyone. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
why.
think we have some question regarding visa and also sufficient fund for immigration. I'm not too sure, John, whether you want to make some comments.
All right, sure. First of all, I would like to apologize for joining late. I was having another webinar, and when I joined, I appear as the attendee, so I was not able to do anything. Yes, thank you, Yo, for the presentation. And I would just like to briefly introduce myself for the audience. My name is John Jewell, and I am the representative of Lincoln University, New Zealand for Africa. All right, regarding the visa, I have the checklist with me directly from the New Zealand immigration website that will give the guidance for the whole process. We also have the record in the webinar that we had with the immigration assistant registered, because ideally, if one is not an authorized immigration assistant, is not supposed to give any advice, but we can guide the student regarding the visa application process. I don't know why my video cannot, I cannot on my video. Okay, they said the host has stopped it. So the host had to like, open the video for me to be able to on my video. So yes, regarding the visa, please, you can reach out to PEV HQ directly. I will provide them with all the guidelines regarding the visa application process. So regarding the English proficiency examination, I think that's the other question. Yes, it's optional. If a student is applying for postgraduate program and the last qualification is less than 5 years old, then the English proficiency examination is not required. What is required is the medium of instruction letter. But like you mentioned, that's going to be very important for the visa because immigration are going to request for that. So to be on the safer side, it is important that this should be provided just for the visa, because getting admission is one thing and getting visa is another thing. Without the visa, all the plan will be defeated. So I don't know if there is any other question regarding this. I was able to catch up from before the middle. So I don't know if there is anything pending that is needed from my end.
Okay, so maybe in the meantime, when they are still writing out their questions, I think that maybe I can ask some other questions that we get regularly from some of our clients, like
Right.
how many months proof of funds that they have to show. So that's maybe, is it going to be, because usually you see maybe 4 to 6 months, but some places, but some other countries will not require maybe 6 months compulsorily. So we just want to confirm how many months bank statement.
Okay, bank statement is required for 6 month duration. It's required for the visa application. So this is what is required. You have to be on the safer side to get the upper hand. 6 months is required. And for the application, student will need to show the proof of funding, which is at least 20,000 New Zealand dollars for us to push the application through. Yeah.
Okay. So I think maybe another question they would like to ask is, you said 20,000, that's for the primary applicant. So for people that are thinking of maybe bringing along dependents thereabouts, so how much should they have in mind?
Yeah, usually there is not much needed for the dependents because what is required is what will be able to transport them to New Zealand. So it wouldn't be as much as the student himself. So what is required, it is not specific, but based on the instruction from the immigration, the webinar we had, that should be just sufficient for the flight and the feeding. So that's what is required. It would not be up to that 20,000. So like maybe 5 to 6, 7,000 will be enough.
Yes, so we've given you access to show your video. I don't know if you've seen
Okay,
it.
let me try that. Yes, I guess, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Someone is asking that how much is 20? Okay, so I think that for calculation of proof of funds, I think you make use of x.e.
Yeah, we make use of Convera too. Yeah, so directly it will come on offer letter. Yeah, so once the student get the offer letter, there will be a converter which is called the Convera, and it gives the it's a payment gateway for the tuition fee also. So it comes with that. But general idea that 20,000 is around 11,600 thereabout. The last time I checked yesterday was around 11,600 US dollars.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that for more questions, you should just reach out to us. www.pavehq.com. We have all information. We'll be sharing correspondence with John. So we'll just have all your questions answered in no time. Just thank you very much for joining, John. Thank you for joining you. We really appreciate. So please reach out to us. We've already sent the links, the numbers to call, and please go ahead to apply because New Zealand is waiting for you. So thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate everyone as well. So let's just end this meeting. So if you have any more questions, please reach out to the number or sign up. So thank you all for your time and hope you have a wonderful day.
All right.
Thank you
very much.
all. Take care.
Thank you, Moa.
Thank you, John.
Take
Thank
care.
you, Mova.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
y'all.
Thank you very much. Bye.
All right, bye.